Think being super smart is all sunshine and scholarships? Think again. While everyone assumes high intelligence is a golden ticket to success and happiness, the reality is far more complicated. Today, we're diving into 8 surprising struggles that highly intelligent people face every single day. And if you're nodding along, well, you might just be one of them. Here's the thing about intelligence. It's not just about acing tests or memorizing facts. Even Stephen Hawking famously dismissed IQ scores as meaningless, and if anyone knew about being brilliant, it was him. Real intelligence is about seeing patterns, connecting ideas, and understanding the world on a deeper level. You know it when you see it, that person who can analyze complex concepts and build frameworks that make everything click into place. But here's what nobody talks about. Being that person comes with its own unique set of challenges. Let's start with something you've probably experienced, the absolute torture of small talk. There's this famous quote, "Great minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, small minds discuss people." And honestly, it tracks. When your brain is wired to explore abstract concepts, philosophy, and big-picture thinking, chatting about the weather or your coworker's new haircut feels like running a marathon through molasses. It's not snobbery, it's genuinely exhausting. Your mind craves depth, and surface-level conversation feels like trying to fill up on air. Time wasting doesn't even begin to cover it. Here's another one. You're extremely careful with your words. Do people call you reserved, overly serious, maybe even a bit distant? Here's what's actually happening. While everyone else is rapid-firing responses, you're in your head examining every angle, considering implications, and building a logical framework before you speak. When you finally say something, it's been thoroughly vetted. But all that processing time creates these awkward silences that make you seem standoffish, when really, you're just being thorough. Quality over quantity, right? Which brings us to struggle number 3, social awkwardness. Yes, the awkward nerd trope exists for a reason, though Hollywood definitely cranks it up to 11. But there's actual science backing this up. A fascinating 2015 study by Davidson found that people with high IQs tend to have lower EQs. That's emotional intelligence quotient. Basically, all those brain points went into analytical thinking instead of reading social cues and navigating relationships. It's like your character build in a video game. You maxed out intelligence but had to sacrifice some charisma points. Life's all about trade-offs. Speaking of relationships, let's talk about struggle 4. Making genuine friends is surprisingly difficult, and it's not always your fault. Intelligence can be intimidating. People worry they're not smart enough to hang with you, or that you'll judge them, or that they can't relate to your interests. So instead of trying, they just don't. They avoid befriending you altogether. And here's the brutal part. You're still human. You still get lonely. You might even wonder if you should hide your intelligence just to fit in. Spoiler alert, don't. Your people are out there. They might be rare, but they exist, and they're worth waiting for. Struggle 5 flows naturally from the others. You probably don't get out much. When small talk drains you, making friends is hard, and social situations feel like navigating a minefield, what happens? You retreat into what you're good at: academics, work, personal projects. Before you know it, your life is completely imbalanced. You're crushing it professionally, but your social life is non-existent. Even if you love your work, this isolation eventually catches up with you, leading to burnout, unhappiness, and tanking self-esteem. Number 6, paralysis by analysis. Ever spend 3 hours deciding where to eat dinner because you're weighing cuisine types, nutritional value, cost effectiveness, ambiance, and the environmental impact of each restaurant's sourcing practices? That's this. When you can see every angle, consider every variable, and anticipate every outcome, making even simple decisions becomes exhausting. You're not indecisive because you don't care. You're indecisive because you care about making the objectively best choice. Sometimes there's so much input that it completely clogs your output. Finally, struggle 7. Your mind is constantly hungry. Highly intelligent people need intellectual stimulation like other people need coffee. Your brain has the munchies 24/7. Routine tasks that would occupy someone else's mind, already solved problems, boring. Simple errands feel like a drag because there's zero mental engagement. Pretty soon, everything feels like been there, done that, and finding that next challenging, interesting thing becomes its own exhausting quest. Finally, struggle 8, the crushing weight of expectations. With great intelligence comes great expectation from everyone, but especially from yourself. Every casual "another perfect score" or "employee of the month again" reinforces this internal pressure to constantly perform. You end up trapped in this cycle of needing to prove your intelligence over and over again, developing perfectionist tendencies and an unhealthy fear of failure. It's mentally exhausting. So, do any of these resonate with you? Here's the truth. Being intelligent doesn't make you broken or weird. Yes, people might reduce you to just a brain or an IQ score. Some might never look past it or even resent you for it. But you're so much more than your intelligence. You don't need anyone's validation to be exactly who you are. Drop a comment below sharing your experiences. We'd love to hear your thoughts. And remember, your intelligence is a gift, even when it doesn't feel like one.